Today I'll be watching the final arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. Season 0, Episode 25. It's been a long journey getting here. I pre-recorded this because the Wi-Fi's been going out a lot, and I may have gotten a couple of sneak previews. Well, a couple of images. So for one, now I know. This final arc will be about Bakura. And Yami Bakura. So it makes sense. I guess we were gone full circle. We got, we got Yugi versus Kaiba, and, the way he actually beat him. Though I know it wasn't completely accurate. I'm not going to, I haven't read those messages yet. I'm sorry. It was just a lot of them. I want to read them thoroughly. You know who you are. I'll be responding to you tomorrow, probably. And it's been a wild ride. It has. Just seeing how this all went from this show where we have a situation where this kid just gets this demonic presence, quote unquote, like this guy just possesses him all the time, or he has like this dark side of him where he's playing the Yami game with everybody, and he caused so much damage. It's just weird how it turned from this to a children's card game. It's bizarre, to say the least. But thank you all for sticking with me. I know I've got a very dedicated fan base to these specific videos. And it's been great. It really has. So we're going to be watching these last 3 episodes. I hope to finish them all by tonight. I'm going to be running a little late, but I should finish them all by tonight. And I should be able to upload them all by... Well, I'm not going to say that because then I end up breaking promises. So in the meantime, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Click the notification bell. And let's get started right away with Season 0, Episode 25. I pre-recorded this, so let's hope it works. Okay, sorry, we'll call it a little pixelated. Let's just ignore that for the minute. I really want to know, have you guys really enjoyed this? I'm pretty sure most of you have seen Season 0 long before I ever made this. Season 0 has been around for, what, 25 years? Something like that? Maybe 23 years, and it's just crazy that I'm barely watching it. Especially because I grew up with Yugioh. I really did. It was a huge part of my childhood. I'm sure if y'all watched my video on the death of the creator, it was how I nearly got married because of Yugioh. That's a funny story. Y'all don't need to hear about how that went. It's my personal life. Well, I'll tell you this. It's just when I see what this was and then what it became, I just get this strange feeling like there should be more to it, It's like we should have continued on with this and kind of implemented both sides to it. That never happened. But I guess for now, we can see right here, Bakura is, doing his thing.
Yugi, さすが貴様には千年パズルを所有する資格がある。が次の相手は俺だ。
A new development, Attack of the Handsome Young Man. Yeah, so apparently Bakura is super feminine, and then, Yami Bakura, not so much. Don't get ahead of yourself, Jonochi. You kind of got lucky on that last one. Oh, yeah. Playing children's card games really builds up strength. It's kind of like when I would watch, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, and it'd be like, 1, 2, I draw. 1, 2, I draw. But no, that was Zexel. Oh, the power of friendship. Is that his Anzu? Yeah, it was in Zexel. It's like 1, 2, I draw. 1, 2, I draw. Oh crap! There goes Miho again. Oh, okay. Millennium Ring's getting in the way. And then Arc V, they had weights. That's how they did it. That's what I was trying to say.
ごめん、先行くね。バクラ君、どうしたんだろう。
決まってんだろ。便所だよ、便所。バクラ君はトイレなんか行かないもん。
What is with people in there? I remember oh, what the hell? It froze on me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So when I recorded this, the Wi-Fi was, being a little screwy. As you can see right there. So I'm gonna have to keep that in. I'll try to cut it out. But then here's me explaining it. I'll try to cut it out from now on. It's just you know, the Wi-Fi's going out because of all the rain. I've been playing my Xbox the past couple of days, and it's been horrible because every time I'm in the middle of a game online, I'm playing Call of Duty Zombies. It just fails on me nonstop. We're suffering rainstorms around here. Okay, so as I was saying, what is it with people thinking that you don't go to the toilet? Like, I remember in Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, that was the thing. There's a thing where they said, wait, women don't poo. And I think in Bob's Burgers, it was like they were talking to, Jimmy Jr. was like, wait, girls can get diarrhea? It's like, yeah. Batua. Moto. So is it Muto or Mutuo? I guess Muto. Or is it actually Moto after all? I'm not sure. Apparently he's really popular with girls. He doesn't actually talk to any of them. He's one of those characters that even though all the women are after him, he's really clueless, you know? They're standing up for him, so they're all gonna get in trouble. It actually is, it really is. But not for the reasons he thinks. Oh, okay, so he does know about that. My bad. Yeah, how many coincidences have to happen before you believe something's screwy, you know? Well, you know, it just so happens you're gonna be the main villain. It's amazing how they went. This guy became the main villain of the entire series. Like, the entire manga is based around what he did, you know, 3,000 years ago, and what he's doing now. Of course it's sung. Is he still mentioning beautification? Come on. I really wonder how they would have done this if Miho had stayed part of the group and she would have, like, you know, been constantly drooling over him. Because Anzu never cared for him. At least not that I ever seen. But I guarantee Miho would have just been like, maybe this is one of the reasons why they removed her. I don't know why they removed her. I know in the manga she wasn't like a main part of the characters. Yeah, that's why they removed her. My bad. Okay, but it would have been interesting if they had kept her in the anime, like as an anime only character, and how they would have like worked her into the plot. Because I mean, they work all kinds of other characters that should have never been there, especially in filler episodes. You know, like filler arcs. Yeah, the Millennium Ring. So, have we ever actually found out what Yami Bakura's real name is? Because with Yami Yugi, it's Tem. But, you know, even with the updated concept, instead of there just being a Dark Bakura, you know, there's like an actual person in there. I don't think I ever figured that out. Maybe it was mentioned and I just didn't pay attention. I just realized he's got a lot of women coming after him, and if he went on dates with them and they all went comatose, do I have to make the comment that's kind of obvious? I don't think I will. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy for not doing that. I mean, no, not even a good guy. I mean, just any average man should not do that. Okay? You don't have to be moral to know that having dates with comatose women is not a good idea.
そして盗賊はお前だ。そういうことかな。やめろ、遊戯君に手を出すな。友達だからか。
There's something I always wondered. What is like right here? Bakura's having this conversation here. Does he just kind of forget? Does he like not bring it up? Especially all throughout the Duel Monsters anime, I noticed that he'd constantly turn into Yami Bakura and he just wouldn't say anything. Surely he noticed, didn't he? Or was he under Yami Bakura's control? I don't know. Because like you black out every 5 minutes. Eventually you're going to notice something. Like Yugi even noticed all this time that it was happening, and he was afraid that they wouldn't want to be his friend anymore. Is that what Bakura was doing? Because he was never part of the main group. Ah, here we go. See what I mean? See what I mean? He's having another memory lapse. Surely he knows. He knows. He outright knows what he's doing, and he hasn't told anybody. Okay, I get it. He won't tell anybody right away in Duel Monsters because they're not going to believe him. But when you are talking to Yugi, who's going through the same thing, you figure he would have mentioned it in like season 2, 3, 4, or 5. I get it, filler arcs and everything, but he should have mentioned it at some point. Oh, he's being controlled. I guess this will be answered as time goes on. They notice the change, don't they? Not right away, but... Well, he's out of the picture. Yeah, just another coincidence, right? Retribution.
僕凝ってるんだ。なんだよ、モンスターワールドって。ボードゲームとロールプレイングゲームを足したようなゲームだよ。何？ゲーム？俺の血が。
Wait, isn't this the game that he played at the end? He basically combined Monster World with Duel Monsters. Yeah, that's what he did in season 5, right? It's the exact same thing right here. Yeah, Miho, stop simping for him. I know simping isn't really a thing at this point, but it's still happening regardless of whether it's a word.
さあ、ゲームを始めよう。おっしゃ！その千年パズル、必ず俺のものにしてやるぞ。じゃあ、ゲームのルールを説明するよ。プレイヤーは一人のダークマスターと複数の冒険者に分かれる。ダークマスターはこの世界にはびこる邪悪なモンスターを操り、冒険者の行く手を阻む。
I'm gonna have to look up. I know this episode has canon parts, but I don't know how canon it is. Like, for example, if they face them off here, they face them off again in Duelist Kingdom, and then again in well, I guess Duelist Kingdom's not, like, it wasn't the same in the anime as it was in the manga. But didn't they face him off against... Maybe they just never played against him after this. I'll have to look into it, or I'll just have people in the comment section answer it for me. Just how much of this, like, is canon? How many times did they actually face him before the final villain arc? Oh, I get it. This is basically, it's basically a Yu-Gi-Oh episode, what, 6 and 7 or 5? The first time they faced Bakura. So yeah, this is what happened instead of what happened in Duelist Kingdom. It's probably completely different, but yeah, it means like they're playing this game where they all turn into little monsters, and then that's when they see a 10 in Duel Monsters. But I'm wondering what happens here. Profession magician? Profession warrior? Oh, magician, warrior, human. Profession as in your actual profession. My bad. Elf sorcerer. Fairy merchant. It would be hilarious if she was injection fairy Lily. I don't know why, that just like crossed my mind out of nowhere.
このゲームの特徴は敵モンスターがどこに潜んでいるかわからないようになっているんだ。プレイヤーの行動や運次第でモンスターは出現するよ。
けどよ、俺たちこの世界のこと何も知らないんだぜ。確かにどう動けばボスモンスターに行き当たるのか見当もつかない。
村よ、村に行って情報を入手するのがロールプレイングゲームのお決まりでしょ。
アンズの言う通りだ。村へ行こう。
オッケー。君たちは5ターンかけて村へ入った。
す
よし、早速情報集めだ。おい、モンスターについて聞きたいんだけどよ。見ろよ、この村人のフィギュア。体育のカリタにそっくりだぜ。ジョノジ。
Oh, it is him.
いいよ。
It's him.
ごい。俺は奴にバクラに人形に変えられちまったんだ。あれ、今人形が
Uh-huh.
アホか。
I should have known.
以外のキャラクターはマスターが演じることになってるんだ。
Wait, so all those people he put into a coma, they never wake up? Does he have them all?
貴様はもはや教師でもカリタという人
Again,
間でもない。
he just never does anything about this. He's like, he's being restricted, I'm guessing.
となったのだよ。役割を演じろ。貴様はただの村人 D だ。
最近闇の支配者ゾークが現れて
Zuko, or Zuku. You mean Zork?
この世界に邪悪なモンスターが現れ始め、村人が大勢犠牲になっている。
何？許せん。城はどっちだ？
この村を出て北に行ったところだ。
よし、村を出るぜ。目指すはゾーク城。
Zuku castles. Okay,
そろそろ
so
モンスターエリア
is this about Zork?
前もってあちこちのマス
I
に
don't
モ
think
ンスターを潜ませてある。その上を通過するとモンスターが現れるよ。モンスターが現れた。このマスにいるのはゴブリンだ。
待ってました。こうでなくっちゃゲームじゃねえ。
バトルはすべてこの10面ダイスで行う。
10-sided die. Yeah, Match the Gathering's calling. They wanted to show you the 20-sided die.
赤のダイスが10の位だ。0に近い数字ほど敵にダメージを与えられる。だがもし99を出
Someone
したら
get on
罰
Otogi.
が待っている。
Duke Devlin.
よ
Yeah,
っしゃ
someone go get him.
俺から行くぜ。
13。オッケー、命中だ。
よっしゃ。
Wait, so you need a computer to play this? Doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose?
よし、進むぞ。
よし、
まだ君たちは何も気づいていないようだね。このゲームは闇のゲームであること。
The Yami no
ガン
game.
ガン突き進むぜ。
誰か倒れてる。
かわいそう。
Yeah, Yugi, now would be a good time to transform again.
怪しいよ。罠
Get
か
ready.
もしれないし。助けましょう。皆さん助けてください。森でモンスターに襲われて宝物を奪われてしまったのです。お宝ですって。はい。その宝こそ唯一ゾークを倒すことのできる聖剣なのです。
ゾークを倒せる聖剣？
お願いです。あの剣を取り戻してください。
どうする？
ゾークを倒せる剣がそんな簡単に手に入るものかね。
お宝は絶対に魅力だぜ。
大丈夫だって。行こう行こ
よし、森に行こう。
う。ありがとうございます。
It's like
僕も
this is like
お供させてください。
1999, isn't it?
オッケー。
When
君
does
た
this
ち
take
は森
place?
へ踏み込む。
1998? Something?
このエリアのモンスター
It seems like a
出現率
really,
は 80%。
really strange for technology to be like this. I mean, I guess computers are just coming out,
モンス
you
タ
know,
ーが
like
5
into the
体現れ
public.
バトル突入だ。
Yeah. I was alive back then, so I did grow up with like a computer in my house, but that was very rare to have like a good
最
computer,
悪、
you
ジョー
know.
は転んでしまった。
Nowadays, my calculator makes everything look like a baked potato. Enough with the beautification member bullshit.
よし、命中だ。
Okay, got Miho to go on him.
25。魔術使いは敵モンスター1体を手玉に取って仲間にすることができる。
よし、お前だ。ラバーハンド。
Glove hand.
仲間が増えたよ。
That's really weird.
76。商人はお金を見つけた。
モンスターは残り3体だ。
それじゃあ私が。
アンズ、頑張れ。それ。
Of course she can.
スーパークリティカルヒットだ。いきなり見習い最終奥義クラスの必殺魔法攻撃が炸裂する。
見習いファイナルビッグバン。
すっげえ、モンスター3体が一度に吹っ飛んだぜ。
これがスーパークリティカルな威力。
よ よし先に進もうぜ。
やはりお前らが我に逆らう冒険者どもか。だがこの森に入ったのが運の尽き。今ここで葬ってやろう。
なんだお前は一体何者。
Oh no, a trap card. It's Zork. It is Zork. Oh shit.
ゾーク
Zork. Zork is Zuku. It's Zork. So Zork is Zork. Fucking 4Kids had to change it like that.
プレイヤーは完全に
I
気を
should've known.
疲れ全くの無防備状態だ。
Did I not hear them pronounce it? Is that it? I need to pay more attention. I'm turning up the volume.
騙しやがって。
ゾークの攻撃00スーパークリティカルヒット。ゾークの闇の力がプレイヤーを襲う。標的となったのは君だ。心の内しみ。
There goes Miho.
どうしたんだミホ。
まず一人人形に心を移した。さあユギ、このゲームに勝てるかな。
バクラ君、ミオちゃんに何をしたの？
君たちが参加しているのは究極のロールプレイングゲームだ。
究極の。
プレイヤーの運命は全てダイスが決める。ゾークの攻撃がスーパークリティカルヒットであった時、
Okay, so everyone except Honda saw Yugi transform, so they could see him do it again.
人形に封じ込められてしまうのさ。
バクラミホちゃんがどうなっちまったのか説明しろ。
安心しなよ。野坂美穂は生きているよ。このゲームの世界でね。
Oh, she's not in the Shadow Realm?
私どうしちゃったの？なんでみんなそんなに大きくなっちゃったの？まさか嘘でしょ？私人形になっちゃったの？
Well, she figured that out rather quick.
闇の力、バクラ君、君は。
心を取り戻す方法は一つ。ダークマスターゾークを倒すことだ。
ミホちゃん今俺が助けて。05やった。
本田君、今は君の攻撃ターンではない。ゲームのマナーが最悪だな。
しまった。
マスターの指示なしにダイスを振るとどうなるか教えてやろう。
Oh, damn it, Honda. You just got mind crushed?
何。
Penalty.
ミホちゃんバクラてめえ。
さあゲームを続けよう。次は
To think their new friend is a villain. How many times has that happened? I mean, there was Kaiba, there was the other guy, and the other guy, and the other guy. It happens so often. Come on, you guys should have
人
known.
形になるかもしれないのだからな。だが恐怖に駆られて振ったダイスに決していい目は出ない。
うるせえ。俺はビビってんじゃねえ。怒りに震えてんだ。
それはダイスが決める。
ジョノッチ、頑張
Alright,
って。
Yugi, now would be the time.
分かってるぜ。99。ふざけんな。俺がビビってるだと。
ダイスは嘘をつかない。罰ゲームだ。
Ugh.
城之内。
That's 3 down.
信じてくれ。俺はビビってなんかいなかったぜ。
ジョノッチ君。
さあ次はユウギ君、君の番だ。
ユギ、
どうした？君も怖くなったのかな。
ユギ頼むぜ。ユギ。
さあ
Alright, we pretty much know how this
そ
goes.
の前にバクラ君、僕の心も人形に移して。
なんだと、自ら人形になるだと。
Oh, okay, yeah, it's exactly how it went in
フィ
Duel
ールドでみん
Monsters.
なと一緒に戦う。
バカな。
私も人形にして。
Oh, come on, Answer. He has 2 souls, you don't.
いいだろ
ああ
う。望み通りにしてやろう。だが
Maybe make a move
ダイスを振る人間がい
first.
なくなれば貴様らの力は無に等しい。勝てる確率は。
さあ、早く。そうよ。
バカめ。これでゲームオーバーだ。
Wait, so he knows what the puzzle, but he doesn't know that there's Yami Yuki? That's probably it.
これで全てのプレイヤーは人形と化した。
Don't be so sure.
このゲームマスターの僕が圧勝。
There he is.
それはどうかな。ゲームを続けようぜ。このターンの攻撃を選手に振り返る。03ヒットだ。
That's more like it.
だから言ったろうが。
Now they all know about it, so it's fine.
ビビるわけねえってな。
もう一人のユイ。
安心した。
Okay, so he did know.
みんなの命は預かった。俺がゾークをぶっ倒せ。
There's the confirmation. It is, in fact, 2 separate entities. Great episode. Good setup. This is going to be it. God, where would they have gone with this show if Duel Monsters had never been a thing? If they hadn't focused solely on Duel Monsters after this, how would the manga have changed? I mean, I guess, like I said, this series was repetitive. All right, you know who you are. You disagreed with me about like how you said that Duel Monsters is way more repetitive. I agree that Duel Monsters is repetitive. I'm not saying it's not. This is also repetitive, okay? This is very repetitive because, he would just... I mean, the same situation. He's in some kind of weird... Well, to be fair, a lot of this is filler. That's probably why. He'd be in a situation where, like, he meets some guy, the guy turns out to be villainous, and so he transforms, and then he plays some kind of Yami no game with him, and that's how it goes. And, like, I get it. That's repetitive. But this is, Duel Monsters is way more repetitive, obviously. It's always the same. One card changes everything. Okay, heart of the cards, bullshit. All this thing. Friendship speeches. Everybody, draw this on your hand. That kind of thing. It's, I don't know. Still, I would have loved to have seen where this would have gone. You might gotta find some fan fiction. The climax to Yugioh.
魔王ゾークの仕掛けた罠が行く手を阻む。それを乗り越え、ついに魔王ゾークと対決するが、どうしても倒せない。奴に勝つ方法はあるのか。そして最強のゾークとのファイナルバトル。次回ライバル激突、最大ピンチ。最後の戦いが始まる。
All right, so that was that. I'm gonna have to, figure out what comes next because there's 2 more episodes after this. Is this next episode gonna finish the battle, or is there gonna be another episode afterward to kind of like be the send off? I don't know. It feels weird. It really does. I know people call this season 0 because it got canceled and all that. I think I had a commenter back in the day who said, hey, you're part of the problem because you're calling it season 0. I'm like, dude, there's a season 1 through 5. What do you want me to do? Right? If I'm not going to call it season 0, what am I going to call it? It's just the official term. People aren't looking for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Original series or something. They're looking for Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. But I've really enjoyed this. Now, I didn't record any more episodes, so I'm going to have to trust that my Wi-Fi works right now. I don't know if y'all can see it back there. That's the router, and it's on red. Green and red. Now, for some reason, that means it works. If it starts blinking green, it doesn't work. And if both of them are green, it gets a little weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, I can record the next couple episodes. If not, I'm going to have to record them tomorrow. But I will be finishing the series this week. Absolutely this week. And I will be watching the movie, hopefully this weekend. Okay? Hopefully, I will finish the movie by this weekend, and I will have it edited by next week. Now, you guys don't know what day it is. It could be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It could be January 10th, January 11th, January 12th. But it is January. So if you're not watching this movie, if this movie has not been posted by the end of January, I am slacking off, and I need you all to, comment, rage quit, and you got to unsubscribe from me. You got to, call me out. You got to make response videos. Got to say everything. Why haven't you seen the movie? Okay? And here's how it goes. If I'm unable to post the movie for whatever reason, let's say the copyright's too strong, I'm going to be recording with no audio, so hopefully it works. I can just add the audio on afterward. I'll release a series of shorts on it, okay? All right, every, great part of it, I'll just release into shorts. I'll make 1-minute shorts, and, you guys can just watch that. I'll let you guys know. Okay, and, hopefully that works. If not, though, then yeah, I do want to watch the movie on here, and I do want to have it edited, and I do want to have everyone be able to see it. Now, who knows? Maybe the movie's not copyrighted. If it's not, then I will just upload the entire thing. Okay? Obviously, I will still, do plenty of this, because I'm not going to be stealing content. That's not my goal here. It's funny. You look at reactors, and it's like, y'all are stealing content. I'm like, yeah, we're adding our own reaction to it, though. We're adding commentary. Most reactors I watched are not as loud as I am. They're not as obnoxious as I am. They don't have these, super loud and, emotional responses to most things. They just, they're very formulaic. No offense to them. It's just, I think most people don't, like don't really get into it the same way, right? I'll tell you guys all this when it comes to me as a reactor. If there was no camera right now, and if the lights were off, and I was just sitting here eating chips and like drinking some water or maybe in a soda, I'd probably, I'd probably still be jumping up and down and be like, ah, except I'd be whispering. I'd be like that, that's how I'd be. Even when I'm home alone, even though I'm home alone, like right now, I'm alone in this house. It would be something for me to just be in here yelling on my own. I can't do that. Now, when I go to the movie theaters and everyone like laughs and cheers at the right spots, especially the MCU really changed things for theaters forever. Before you would just laugh in certain parts, but now, especially thanks to reaction videos from theaters, which I really need to start making, it's it's strange because you used to just be able to go to the theater and be like, yeah, and then just be like, ha ha ha, like that. But now it's like, spoiler alert for those who watched Spider-Man No Way Home. 3, 2, 1. When Andrew Garfield first showed up in the suit, I'm all zooming in, and I'm gonna be posting the video for this at some point. I'm just zooming in, and I'm looking. I'm like, wait, it's him! Oh my god! Like that. That's how I am. So this is just how I am in real life. If the camera wasn't here, I'd probably be like this. It's just I wouldn't be looking at the camera. I wouldn't be looking at the second screen. I wouldn't be thinking, what are people going to comment? What are they going to say? How are they going to respond to this? Let me make sure I don't act a fool. But I still act a fool anyway. So it's funny how that works. But, I try to be as genuine as I can here. Even when something's predictable, I'm going to try to be like, oh, this is my response. This is how I'm commenting. I'm trying my best here. I'm sure, you can tell I exaggerate a little bit. Okay, I have to. But the reason I exaggerate is not because it's not what I feel. I exaggerate because my whole life I'd just be watching things and I can't just shout in the middle of nowhere. I can't just be in my house growing up and be like, yeah! Actually, that's another funny story. When I was a kid, I saw on TV that Yugioh the movie was coming, was gonna premiere soon. Or maybe not premiere, it was going to air soon, and I just shouted like that. And my mom just comes upstairs, she comes upstairs to my room back then, back when I lived with her. She's all like, what's going on? Oh my God, Shark Night, what's going on? Obviously, that's not my name. It's like, what's going on? Yugioh, the movie's coming out next week. She's like, what? And like, it had been in theaters, and I wanted to see it, but I didn't go. She's like, you had me worried. What the hell? You can't just do that. And so from then on, I stopped shouting and cheering. I would still laugh, obviously, but it would just be bizarre. But now here I am. I'm doing this. So, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. You must enjoy what I have to say. You must enjoy my commentary. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and, comment down below. And tell me what you think of me as a reactor. Tell me, do you like my content? Do you think I'm a little over the top? Do you think I need to calm down a bit? Or maybe you think I'm just an idiot or a moron? Or maybe you like what I have to say. I hit 365 subscribers today. So, clearly I'm doing something right. I know a lot of other people would have gotten way more subscribers by now. I'm not exactly a master of the algorithm. But I do try to make good content. I hope you guys enjoy it. And, you can subscribe to my my other channel, Shark Night Airsoft. That's where all my original content is. That's where I go out with GoPros and hunting cameras and drones and just make all the airsoft videos I can and edit them. That I put a shit ton of work into. This video will not have that much work put into it. All right. Now, it is a task to just comment on things. It's not as easy as it looks, people. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.